Senior Connections, a show about senior issues and events. A guide to active independent living. With your hosts, Margie Toms and Janet Halliday.
Good afternoon, and welcome to Senior Connections. I'm Margie Wimberly Toms.
And I'm Janet Halliday. Do you know the difference between home care and home health services? What are some of the signs that a loved one might need home care services? Well, we're going to find out the answers to those questions with our guests today. Jane and Tom Falk, they are owners of Assisting Hands Home Care and Transportation. Welcome to the show.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Happy to have you.
Thank you.
Why don't we start off with Tom, tell us how you guys got started in the assisting home care business.
Well, we got to a point where Jane's physical disabilities got to where we needed some help. And the fact that we're not seniors yet, we didn't know what services were out there.
So when you say disabilities, give us a little bit of background about what you're talking about.
Okay, Jane?
I have multiple sclerosis, and my initial diagnosis was in the late 80s, and I had 2 or 3 spells, so to speak, and then it went dormant for a number of years. Upon our move here, I was starting to decline, and I've had more issues with mobility, and and that's been part of the problem.
So you decided to go into home care because you yourself were providing caregiving services.
Right. My role had morphed into a caregiving role, but I was working full-time.
This is before Jane got sick?
Before it started worsening.
Right.
Okay.
I had a
So
full-time job, yes. When we moved to South Carolina, it enabled Jane to retire.
So what is your general background? We were off camera and you said you were a paralegal, and what was your background?
I have about 30 years of sales and management experience.
And what type of preparation was necessary for you to open up your agency?
Well, that was one of the keys as to why we chose a franchise. And we selected Assisting Hands. They are just a wonderful operation. They're based out of Nampa, Idaho.
Well, what kind of training did they provide for you that made Assisting Hands stand out over other franchises that are available?
Well, I went through their complete training course for a franchisee.
So they kind of certified you after you finished the course?
Yes.
I see, I get it.
And then
I get the picture now.
the first thing that I did was hired a nurse, an LPN, to be able to train the staff and hire our caregivers.
Yes. Well, why don't you tell us what type of caregivers do you have in terms of to take care of your clients? Certified nurse assistants, personal care aides?
Yes, we have an LPN on staff. We have several MAs, which are medical assistants.
Yes.
And we have a number of CNAs, which is certified nursing assistants. And then we have some very compassionate caregivers that don't have the certification for our clients that may not need the specialized care.
I think they're called personal care aides. That's pretty much what they do.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess.
Well, tell our audience, what are some of the signs that you would see in a home, maybe of your loved one, that would indicate that they might need home care services?
Well, sometimes when a friend or relative is visiting and they notice that there might be food in the refrigerator that's spoiling, or stacks of unopened mail, things that they're just forgetting and not being able to do.
Multiple fall issues, those sorts of things.
And sometimes you got to look at their hygiene.
And we're going to take our first break, and be sure and check our website out at seniorconnectionssc.com. Lots of events, health fairs, and we'll be back after these words from our sponsor.
Hi, I'm Henry Winkler, and I'm here to tell homeowners that are 62 and older about a great way to live a better retirement. It's called a reverse mortgage.
A reverse mortgage can give you tax-free cash, no monthly mortgage payments, and you still own your home.
Call Larry Reed now, your local expert, to find out if you qualify.
Ask for your free reverse mortgage guide and DVD. And when you call now, you'll also get this lighted magnifier absolutely free.
I live alone and rarely have visitors. So when I slipped and fell in the kitchen last month and couldn't get to a phone, I knew I was in trouble.
Help!
I could barely move.
Help!
I tried calling for help, but no one could hear me. As I lay there, I couldn't help but think of my kids and grandkids having to go on without me. I was terrified. It took 8 hours for my neighbor to find me. It could have been the end of me. That's when I knew I needed Life Alert. With just one press of this button, I'm connected to the Life Alert Center, where I can get the help I need, even when I cannot reach a phone. With Life Alert, I'm never alone.
We save a life from a catastrophe every 11 minutes. For a free Life Alert brochure, call 800-485-5621. That's 800-485-5621. Call 800-485-5621 today.
Don't compromise, mobilize with All Medical.
Enhance your mobility and independence with a van from All Medical. Choose from a Dodge Caravan or a Honda Odyssey and customize it for your needs. Whether you're slightly ambulatory or in a wheelchair, you'll enjoy knowing you can get around town whenever you want. You depend on All Medical to provide services and products to fit your lifestyle. Now call on All Medical to take you that extra mile.
Don't compromise, mobilize with All Medical.
At Heartstrings Hospice, we are here to help. Each patient has a team dedicated to providing emotional, medical, and spiritual support. At Heartstrings Hospice, we will ensure the time that you have together will allow you to be just her son and you to be just her daughter, because you shouldn't have to be anything else. At Heartstrings Hospice, we are here to help.
Are you or someone you love having difficulty getting into the tub for a bath or unable to stand in the shower? Call Comar Products today for help with safe, comfortable, independent bathing solutions. We specialize in products like walk-in tubs and roll-in showers. Our walk-in tubs feature hydrotherapy technology, so your bath is always warm and may even increase blood flow circulation and reduce swelling. Call Comar today to schedule your showroom appointment or visit us at 1759 Airport Boulevard in Casey.
Welcome back to Senior Connections. We are talking with our guests, husband and wife team, representing the Assistant Hands Home Care Agency. Now, either one, it doesn't matter. You can kind of tell us the difference between your agency, home care, and some of the other kinds of agencies and the services that you provide.
We are a non-medical home care.
Primarily.
And the difference is that we don't administer any kind of medication. We give medication reminders. We don't do any of the vitals. What we do is we help people manage either assistance
with their ADLs, with their
ADLs,
grooming,
and help around the house, meal preparations, light housekeeping. And the list goes on and on.
Yes, I'm sure it
Bringing
does.
to the grocery store.
But it's basically non-medical.
Yes.
That's the difference.
And that's the biggest difference. I think it's kind of confusing to people out in the audience between, you hear home care and home health. Home health is where you need a skilled level of care, and they also provide things like occupational therapy, physical therapy, those types of things. But you're really there basically for meal preparations, like you said, bathing, that sort of thing, taking them to doctor's appointments. I wanted to talk about one of the things that I saw about your employees, that they have to have CPR and first aid training. Is that a regulation, or is that something that you felt strongly about and you wanted to add into your curriculum?
That is something that our franchise mandates, and we provide that training for our employees. The caregivers who are already medical assistants or CNAs have already had that training.
That's right, they get the training.
But they
Absolutely.
do need to recertify
Right.
their license, renew their license every year.
Okay.
So training is pretty much ongoing.
That's good, sure. So basically you have a licensed practical nurse, or do you have an RN on staff? Or
No,
just
we have an LPN.
Okay, which makes sense because it's basically non-medical.
Right.
Now, but you're not required to have an LPN,
No,
are
we're
you?
not. That was something that I did to add credibility. A new agency coming in, I wanted to have that level of expertise.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
And the majority of our caregivers have some sort of certification.
Well, and a large number of the agencies that are out there, I know that home care agencies, since I've been working in this industry for the last 15 years, have more than quadrupled out there. A lot of them don't have nurses of any sort in their system. They just have personal care aides or CNAs. Now, it says that you also do fall risk assessments, care coordination, but you have, and I was curious about this, a video monitoring system. Tell us about that.
Well, I like to refer to it as our nanny camera. It allows a loved one to be able to have a camera in maybe in their parents' home or a relative or friend, to where they can observe. It ensures a lot of accountability, and not only in the care, but it has motion activation to where if you have somebody with dementia that may be wandering at 3 o'clock in the morning, somebody's going to get a notification. It can be viewed over the internet, remotely viewed over the internet, and then it's got a two-way audio feature.
Okay. And be sure and check out seniorconnectionssc.com. There's all kinds of information on our website, and we'll be back again after these words from our sponsor. And if you have need for their services, please give them a call.
Woodash is having a mattress sale. Why pay thousands of dollars for a Visco memory foam mattress when you can get a complete two-piece queen set at Woodash for $3.99? This quality mattress layered with Visco memory foam features a cool, comfortable quilted top for a comfortable, cool sleep every night. Highly resilient, highly durable, and best of all, at a discount price starting at just $3.99 for the two-piece queen set. For the lowest discount prices featuring Visco memory foam mattresses starting at $3.99, shop Woodash today. Woodash, located in the heart of the Vista, 919 Gervais.
I live alone, so when I slipped and fell in the kitchen last month and couldn't get to a phone, that's when I knew I needed Life Alert. With just one press of this button, I'm connected to the Life Alert Center, where I can get the help I need, even when I cannot reach a phone. With Life Alert, I'm never alone.
For a free Life Alert brochure, call 800-485-5621. That's 800-485-5621. Call 800-485-5621 today.
Body language can tell you all sorts of things. Like someone is having a stroke. Know the sudden signs. Learn fast. Face drooping, arm weakness, speech difficulty. Time to call 911 and get them to a hospital immediately. Learn the body language and spot a stroke fast.
At Heartstrings Hospice, we are here to help. Each patient has a team dedicated to providing emotional, medical, and spiritual support. At Heartstrings Hospice, we will ensure the time that you have together will allow you to be just her son and you to be just her daughter, because you shouldn't have to be anything else. At Heartstrings Hospice, we are here to help.
As large corporations continue to take over local businesses, Carnegie and Mosley Funeral Home is still family-owned and independent. They believe that bigger doesn't mean better, and people always come before profits. That trust is earned, not bought. The Carnegie and Mosley family has been serving families since 1884. Carnegie and Mosley Funeral Home, they are your neighbors, and you'll appreciate the difference.
Welcome back to Senior Connections. We are talking to our guests. And the next thing I want to know, in terms of your LPN, your licensed practical nurse, she does go in the field then and checks on the clients as well as your employees. Is that correct?
That is correct. We have unannounced supervisory visits that we perform on every client that we have. That's either done by myself, my nurse, or my staffing coordinator.
All right, so that's a periodic visit?
Yeah, that is usually we come in and we just make sure that everything's fine, the caregiver is doing his or her job,
now,
and the client is happy with our services.
Very important.
Tell us about your employees. What kind of background checks do you do on your employees, and why is it important for the agency to employ the person rather than have just a contract?
Right. We do state and national background checks. And if I have an employee that moved to South Carolina from another state, we contact that other state. We do a pretty thorough background check on everybody. We do a DMV check on everybody. And we also do a pre-employment and random drug screens.
Where's your office located?
We're in West Columbia, near 378 and Lee Park Road.
Oh, all right.
And what is your service area?
Service area is the Greater Columbia area.
Okay, so about how far out does that go?
We'll go as far out as we need to go, as long as I have a caregiver in place that can. We try to match the service with the proximity where the caregiver lives.
How many folks do you have on your staff in terms of your caregivers?
Right now we have 12.
All right.
And actually we just hired 3 more this week, so we're going to be up to 15 next week.
Well, and no need to have too many, but I know there are a lot of folks out there that might be looking for a job that might think that they would be an excellent caregiver. So, you know, as you pick up clients, you'll also be hiring. I wanted to go back and talk about the employees being an employee versus being a contracted employee. Why is that important for someone in the viewing audience to understand?
That is huge, because we take on the insurance and liability for everyone on our staff, and it's not just important for the caregiver, but for the client too. If there's an accident or an incident in the home, there could be a potential for some type of lawsuit, and they are covered. We do not hire any contract workers. They are all employees of our company, and that way we get to be able to mandate what they have, the requirements that they have to have.
When you say employees, that mean they get benefits also?
Some do, yeah. We have some supplemental benefits available. We have an employee bonus pool program where we take a portion of the gross sales and we divvy it up. And then we have some. We do have a retirement plan that's optional that they can take with them if they leave.
Now, on your employees, are they allowed to work X number of hours? Is there a limit? Does the state say they can only work so many hours, in a given day?
Yeah,
or doesn't that affect you?
There is a caregiver exclusion clause for the number of hours, and that has to do with round-the-clock care. So to answer your question, no. In the field, there's no limits. In the office and in our transportation service.
Well, we're going to come back to transportation after these words from our sponsor. But again, check out our website at seniorconnectionssc.com.
Are you or someone you love having difficulty getting into the tub for a bath? Unable to stand in the shower? Call Comar Products, where we specialize in products like walk-in tubs and roll-in showers. Call for an appointment or visit us at 1759 Airport Boulevard in Casey.
Woodash is having a mattress sale. Why pay thousands of dollars for a Visco memory foam mattress when you can get a complete two-piece queen set at Woodash for $3.99? This quality mattress layered with Visco memory foam features a cool, comfortable quilted top for a comfortable, cool sleep every night. Highly resilient, highly durable, and best of all, at a discount price starting at just $3.99 for the two-piece queen set. For the lowest discount prices featuring Visco memory foam mattresses starting at $3.99, shop Woodash today. Woodash, located in the heart of the Vista, 919 Gervais.
Attention, catheter patients on Medicare.
I use catheters, and if you do too, please listen carefully. There is a new catheter that hurts less, and you can get a free sample by calling this number now.
Pain and urinary tract infections have been avoided by many of my patients. These new disposable catheters hurt less. It's an incredible new design that reduces pain. The eyelets are polished, so they glide smoothly and effortlessly across your sensitive skin. Call now and get a free sample. Medicare and your insurance will pay for up to 200 of these catheters per month, all at little or no cost to you.
Call now for your free sample. It will arrive with a complete 90-day order, and if it doesn't reduce your pain, we'll pick them up for free.
Please call 1-800-394-8763. That's 1-800-394-8763. 1-800-394-8763.
Separate raw meats from other foods by using different cutting boards. 3,000 Americans will die from food poisoning this year. Keep your family safer. Check your steps at foodsafety.gov.
Are you or someone you love having difficulty getting into the tub for a bath? Unable to stand in the shower? Call Comar Products, where we specialize in products like walk-in tubs and roll-in showers. Call for an appointment or visit us at 1759 Airport Boulevard in Casey.
Welcome back to Senior Connections. We are talking with our guests, talking about assisting hands and home care. Tell us about your transportation system, which is part of the home care program, right?
Right. That is one of the reasons why we got into this business in the first place.
Yes.
Was to be able to bring Jane to doctor appointments, and it just got very hard for her to do that on her own, and so it started off as a value-added service to our clients, and then we decided, well, what do we do better than our competition? And that was transportation.
Well, you have a beautiful van.
Thank you.
Now, does it have a weight limit on the capacity that you can carry?
No. We've had up to 400 pounds.
Okay.
And then we have the extra wide transport chairs that can accommodate. And then we have assistance to get in and out of the van. We do not have a lift yet. That's going to be in our next vehicle.
Ah, yes.
But as long as they're somewhat ambulatory, we can take them.
Can bring them out.
Yeah, as long as they can get in and out of the van.
So your service, is it just for your business, or do you get other clients who call for your transportation services?
We get all kinds, and the nice thing about the transportation is there's no contract required, and we don't charge mileage. So we have a basic service charge plus time,
Yes.
And
yes.
then we will transport. It's endless. We can do airport shuttles. We can go take somebody to their doctor visits or do hospital discharges, as long as it's not ambulance required.
Now I was going to ask about the home care part. Do you have a minimum number of hours that you require for service?
I don't. I mean, generally I like to get 2 hours. But we have some clients where we might have a caregiver that lives down the street, and they may just need some help in the morning and in the evening that might require an hour or less. So we don't have any limitations or minimums.
Since the trend is going towards home care, you folks are in it at the right time, right? Because the nursing homes, the percentage of clients going in nursing homes now is cutting back considerably. So you're certainly in the business at the right time, and sounds like your agency is well qualified, you know, to do the job.
And most people would prefer to stay in their home.
Absolutely.
We felt the need personally, just between ourselves and our life, and also with our parents, our respective parents, and just realizing there is so much out there. There's so many that need this.
Well, what's the average cost? I'm going to kind of jump around here. What is the average cost, the hourly cost for the home care part of it? And then I want to go back and what is the cost for the transportation part of it?
The home care costs, it starts at about $14 an hour and then goes up. I would say the average is $15, $16 an hour. And then we have packages that we can put together for bundling services.
Very good.
And what about the transportation?
Transportation, we have a small service charge. It's $5 during the week, and then $7.50 on weekends and after hours. And then we charge in 30 minutes or 60-minute service.
Okay, well, we're going to have to wrap things up. Thank you for being with us today.
You.
Absolutely.
And if you need home care services or you think your loved one might, give Tom and Jane a call at Assisting Hands Home Care Services, or if they need transportation. Please be sure and pick up your copy of Senior Living Guide, and also be sure and go to seniorconnectionssc.com, our website. Thanks for being with us today.
Yes, and we'll see you next week, and have a blessed week.